Chicos, buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? Soy Dani, I'm Dani. I wanted to share something with you guys today. I just got off a great class with one of my favorite students, Krista, and she's been working hard for a while, and so we're working on more intermediate advanced level stuff at this point. And we spent the first 15-20 minutes of our classes just kind of shooting the shit, speaking, and I noticed that she was really flowing today. She wasn't like stopping herself and editing herself. She wasn't interrupting with English stuff. She was just going for it with the Spanish and just going for it. And I congratulated her on that, and we talked about different strategies that we can use to improve in different ways. And I said to her, flowing is harder than flawless. Because I congratulated her. I said, this is really good and it's flowing and it's amazing. And she goes, really? And I said, well, flowing is harder than flawless. Think about that, guys. Flowing is harder than flawless. So it is like getting the Spanish or whatever it is that you're working on to just flow and just go for it, not be afraid of making mistakes, letting them happen, rolling with the punches, just going for it, letting it flow is actually harder to get to than getting to flawless, more perfect, better grammar, better conjugations and stuff like that. Getting it to flow first is actually harder. Then once you're at the flowing stage, once you get there, the flawless will actually come easier, funnily enough. So the mistake that a lot of people make when they start learning Spanish is that they go for flawless right away. Right? They're afraid to make mistakes. They stop themselves all the times. They want to look up words all the time. They're going for flawless. They're going for a perfect Spanish right from the beginning. And the truth is, the goal when you're starting should be flow. And flow requires skill. It requires trying. It requires not self-editing and stopping yourself, right? And we're all guilty of this sometimes. I know I have been. And actually, that was one of my major pitfalls when I started learning Spanish was I was going for flawless before I was going for flow. And having observed my students over the last how many years, I realized that flowing is harder than flawless. Once you get flowing, flawless will come easier. How do you get flowing? We're all working on that. We're all working on it, and there's a bunch of strategies. But just having flowing in your mind as a goal, like just keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Even if you feel like it sucks, just keep going. You will get to flow where you're just speaking and things are just going, and then you can worry about flawless later. You know what? I've been thinking a lot about Will Smith lately. Hi, Will Smith. Hi, baby. How are you? I got my eyes on you, babe. I've been thinking about him because a couple of my students have shown me his videos. He's dancing with Mark Anthony. He's dancing to the J Balvin and Nicky Jam song. And he's speaking in Spanish. And he's the perfect example of somebody who is going for flow. He's just speaking. He doesn't care about his accent. He doesn't care that he's making mistakes. He doesn't care that his vocabulary is not, perfect. He's just flowing and he's communicating. And he's going to get to flawless much faster than somebody who wants to jump to flawless from the beginning. Will Smith, call me, baby, because I could really help you out. Anyways, that's my message for today. Flowing is harder than flawless. So aim for flowing and you'll get to flawless much faster. And thank you, Krista, for an awesome class today. I'm so proud of you. Ciao, chicos.